too. Bet your life, your sweet wife will catch more fish than you. Many fish bites if you got good bait. Here's a little tip that I would like to relate. Many fish bites if you got good bait. I'm a-going fishing, yes, I'm going fishing, and my baby going fishing too. I went on down to my favorite fishing hole. Baby grabbed me a pole and line, threw my pole on and caught a 9-pound catfish. Now you know I brought him home for supper time, proving any fish bites if you got good bait. Here's a little tip that I would like to relate. Many fish bites if you got good bait. I'm a-going fishing, yes, I'm going fishing, and my baby going fishing too. Baby brother about to run me out of my mind. Say, can I go fishing with you? I took him on down to the fishing hole. Now, what do you think that he did do? Pull a great big fish out the bottom of the pond. Now he laughed and jumped, cause he was real gone. Many fish bites if you got good bait. I'm a-going fishing, yes, I'm going fishing, and my baby going fishing too. Put him in the pot, baby, put him in the pan. Honey, cook him till he's nice and brown. Make a batch of buttermilk, whole cakes, mama, and chew them things, and then chomp them on down, singing any fish bites if you got good bait. Here's a little tip that I would like to relate. Many fish bites if you got good bait. I'm a-going fishing, yes, I'm going fishing, and my baby going fishing too. Play the blues. Going fishing all of the time, baby going fishing too. Bet your life, your sweet wife, she gonna catch more fish than you. Many fish bites if you got good bait. Oh, here's a little tip that I would like to relate. Many fish bites if you got good bait. I'm a-going fishing, mama's going fishing, and the baby going fishing too.
Well, I love her, but I love to fish. I spend all day out on this lake, and hell is all I catch. But today she met me at the door, said I would have to choose. And if I hit that fishing hole today, she'd be packing all her things and she'd be gone by noon. Well, I'm gonna miss her when I get home. But right now I'm on this lake shore, and I'm sitting in the sun. I'm sure it'll hit me when I walk through that door tonight. Yeah, I'm gonna miss her. Oh, looky there, I've got a bite. All right. There's a chance that if I hurry, I could beg her to stay. If that water's right and the weather's perfect, no telling what I might catch today. So I'm gonna miss her when I get home. lake shore, and I'm sitting in the sun. I'm sure it'll hit me when I walk through that door tonight. Yeah, I'm gonna miss her. Oh, looky there, another bite. Yeah, I'm gonna miss her. Oh, looky there.
I went down by the fishing hole, and I sat down with my fishing pole. Some grabbed my hook and they got my bait, and they jerked me out in the middle of the lake. Some jumped, I got sunk, baptized on a credit. Fishing down on the muddy bank, I felt a pull and I give a big yank. I hauled out 3 old rubber boots and a Ford radiator and a Chevrolet coupe. Handed in for national defense. Sitting in a boat with a bucket of beer, and I hadn't caught nothing, but I didn't much care. I guess I was pretty well satisfied. I had my little lady right by my side, taking it easy, just a-waiting. Worm been gone off that hook for a couple hours. You go fishing, I'll tell you what to do. You go sit down by the greasy slough, take a piece of string and tie it on your pole and throw it way out in the middle of the hole. Find you a good shade tree and then just sit down and go to sleep. Forget all about it. Jumped in the river and went down deep. There's a 100-pound catfish laying there asleep. Jumped on his back and rode him to town. Saddled him up and then I come to town. People come a-running, looking, dogs a barking, kids a squalling. Stagnate water's a stinking thing, slick on top and all turn green. When the water goes bad, the fish all run. We sit all day and not catch one. Except mud wallopers, jugars, a few little suckers. I waded out to a sandy bar and I caught myself a big alligator gar. I brought him home across my back. Tail was dragging 1.5 miles, flipping and flopping. Sold him for $0.25. Shot crabs. Got in jail. Early one morning I took me a notion to go out a-fishing in the middle of the ocean. Throwed out my line, I caught me a shark. I didn't get him home till way past dark. He was a man-eater, tough customer. Just wasn't quite tough enough. Late last night I had me a dream. I was out fishing in a whiskey stream. Baited my hook with applejack. Throw out a drink, bring a gallon back. Done pretty good till the creek run dry. So I give my fish back to the finance company.
I tell you why I can't find you. Every time I go out to your place, you gone fishing.
How you know?
Well, there's a sign upon your door.
Uh-huh.
Gone fishing.
I'm real gone, man.
You ain't working anymore.
Could be.
There's your hole out in the sun, where you left a row half done. You claim that hoeing ain't no fun,
But I can prove it.
you ain't got no ambition. Gone fishing by a shady, wady pool.
Shangri-La. Really la.
I'm wishing I could be that kind of fool.
Shall I twist your arm?
I'd say no more work for mine.
Welcome to the club.
On my door I'd hang a sign, gone fishing, instead of just a wishing.
Papa Bing, I've
Hello.
stopped by your place a time or two lately, and you aren't home either.
Well, I'm a busy man, Louie. I got a lot of big deals cooking. I was probably tied up at the studio.
You weren't tied up, you dog. You
Damn.
was just plain old gone fishing.
Baboo, 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 baboo.
There's a sign upon your door.
Pops, don't blab it around, will you?
Gone fishing.
Keep it shady. I got me a big one staked out.
You ain't working anymore.
I don't have to work. I got me a piece of Gary.
Cows need milking in the barn.
I have the twins on that detail. They each take a side.
But you just don't give a darn.
Give them 4 bits of cow and hand lotion.
You just never seem to learn.
Man, you taught me.
You ain't got no ambition.
You're convincing me.
Gone fishing. Got your hound dog by your side.
That's old Cindy Lou going with me.
Gone fishing. Fleas are biting at his hide.
Get away from me, boys, you bother me. Folks won't find us now because Mr. Satch and Mr. Cross, we gone fishing instead of just a wishing. Oh, yeah.
I come home from a hard night fishing, and I showed you that fish that I caught. And you had the nerve to suggest to me that that fish was not caught, but bought. And then I tried to tell you about the one that got away, and you just yelled bullshit, bullshit at me. I'm pained by your lack of trust and faith, so let me tell you very honestly, I might lie about the mileage on the car that I drive, lie about how many years I've been alive, lie about the day that your check will arrive. I'll never lie to you about fish. I might lie about the size of my gut, lie about the size of my old lady's butt, might even lie about the size of my you know what, but I'll never lie to you about fish. I might lie about all the gold records I've had, lie and say my mother was married to my dad, say February in Ohio ain't all that bad. When you're down in Key West, I might lie about how many times I've been in jail, lie about the price of the boat that I sail, say I smoked pot once but did not inhale. Oh, no, 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 no. I might lie and say I was a hero in the war, lie and say I don't plan on drinking no more. I might even lie about why I'm here on the floor, but I never lie to you about fish. So baby, the reason that I smell like this, well, I guess the scent of that fish must still be with me. Oh, I know my lips are all swollen up and puffy and red. You see, the tail of that fish come right up and hit me, and those marks on my neck that look like hickeys, that's where that damn fish bit me. But I never ever lied. Hey baby, can't I come inside? I never ever lied. Hey baby, don't you think I got my pride? I never lied to you about fish. Oh no, no, no.
There's a fish I've been after for about 20 years. He's just as clever as a trout can be. He lives in a pool up in a mountain stream. You know, I think he must have psychic abilities. I look at him and he looks at me. Well, I know that I met my match. With those giant fins and his big brown eyes, he's a fish that I just can't catch. Big old trout, he's just as cool cool as the evening shade. Well, I toss my line and I haul it up. I think I've got it made. Big old trout is giving me a dirty look. Well, I'm determined to catch that rainbow trout, but I keep pulling up an empty hook. One day that trout was not in his spot. In fact, the fish was nowhere to be seen. I thought he might have moved on to that big lake in the sky, or fallen victim to a fricassee. But as I started gloating, I saw a note floating on the surface of this old boy's pool. He said, it's been a lot of fun, but you know the game is done. I've graduated to a bigger school. Big old trout, just as cool as the evening shade. Well, I toss my line, I haul it up. I think I've got it made. Big old trout, you know he's giving me a dirty look. I'm determined to catch that rainbow trout, but all I pull up is an empty hook. Trout, just as cool as the evening shade. Well, I toss my line and I haul it up, and I think I've got it made. Now there are famous fish you may have heard of. They've been in books throughout our history. Well, there's a Moby Dick and a shark named Jaws, some piranha in an Edgar Allan Poe mystery. There's a fish named Wanda, some pickerel and bass. You can tell that I thought it out. But on a fish scale of 1 to 10, there's nothing like that rainbow trout. Big old trout, it's just as cool as the evening shade. Well, I toss my line and I haul it up. Darling, I think I got it made. It's just a big old trout. Now he's giving me a dirty look. I'm determined to catch that darn old trout, but all I pull up is an empty hook. Big old trout, big old trout, big old trout. It's just a mean old thing, that fish I call that big old trout.
Down and the rain is due. It's been raining all day and that makes me blue. My baby says you look like something that escaped from the zoo. And the tax man calls and says, oh, how do you do? Gone fishing, gone fishing, gone fishing today. Gone fishing, gone fishing, gone fishing. Gonna fish my troubles away. Now the doctor said, son, I think you ought to know that your cholesterol's high and your IQ's low. Your feet are aching, good time days are through, and you need trifocals and a vasectomy too. Gone fishing, gone fishing, gone fishing today. Gone fishing, gone fishing. Gone fishing, gonna fish my troubles away. floss my teeth and I should cut the grass. I should pay my bills and go to Tai Chi class. My job don't pay, my boss is a jerk, and you know what they say about fishing and work. Gone fishing today. Gone fishing, gonna fish my troubles away. Gone fishing today. Gone fishing, gonna fish my troubles away. Gone fishing today. Gone fishing, gonna fish my troubles away. I'm going fishing. That's right, I'm going fishing today. I'm going fishing. I'm gonna fish my troubles away.
I believed in the sea and all her treasures to behold, and the stories that my father told of ling cod 5 feet long. And so I would kiss my mother's cheek in the dark and out the door. Well, I'd make my way for Howkett Bay along a rocky shore, Arbutus and ocean spray, and the days were so long. Up before the dawn again, the day been too long to remember. And the years pass by, it has not been too long to remember. Whoa, remember. Blowing out in little blue in a full moon's light, sandy bay and a lemonade, high tide, little shiner in the deep, in the moonlight. Up before the stars again, late after it's dark, waiting on old Dogfish, that 9-foot shark, and little shiner on her side, in the moonlight. Where them bottom feeders feed, there's no sleep tonight. Oh, and the years pass by, but it has not been too long to remember. And the years pass by, but it has not been too long to remember. Oh, to remember. Blowing out in little blue in a full moon's light, sandy bay and her lemonade, high tide, little shiner in the deep, in the moonlight. Where them bottom feeders feed, there's no sleep tonight. Oh, and the years pass by, but it has not been too long to remember. And the years pass by, but it has not been too long to remember. Oh, remember.
Okay, trollers, adjust that needle valve now. Let's get to the perfect speed. Oh, how I love leaving the shore behind. When the cool night swallows the moose's nose, and the heron is fishing on one cold leg, when the loon cries lover in the blue north wind, I'll be trolling home to you. When my wrist gets a little chilly on the gunnel, when my lazy Ike is just too lazy to lure, when the worms go dry in the coffee can, honey, I'll be trolling home to you. Full perch on the stringer, sleep. When the whiskey gets lonesome for the ice cubes, when the bass cease to feed there in the weeds, when the bluegill are still and the sunfish set, I'll be trolling wiggly thing you got on there, Burnside? Oh! Hit the net! Excuse me, sir, could I see your license? Well, Mr. Paddle, glad to see you got a trout stamp on it. There goes Sandy Ravine again with that 30-pound test. Why he uses such a heavy line in this water, beyond me. That be Shady Bowers letting out about 200 feet again. If he ever gets one, we're gonna have to stop for a half hour to get it in. We're hot today. Old perch on the stringer, one walleye to keep. It could use an extra pound, but I ain't gonna lose no sleep. When the cool night swallows the moose's nose, and the heron is fishing on one cold leg, when the loon cries lover in the blue north wind, I'll be trolling home to you, only you. I'll be trolling home to you.
I had a meeting with the company boss. He was crying about profit and loss. Said he was worried, and then he said, Hoss, I'm wondering if you share the vision. I said, if you're talking about a day on the lake with Evan Root humming and a bucket of bait, blow the whistle, brother, 'cause I can't wait. Fishing is a mission. A riding reel or an old Cape pole, ain't stopping till I find that magic hole. For a 7-pound northern, I sell my soul. Fishing is a mission. Hey! Swapping my suit for a pair of jams and a Panama hat, that's who I am. Drop a line and get a tan, just waiting for the big one. I got my baby sitting next to me, bikini top and cut off jeans. How lucky can one man be? Fishing is a mission. A riding reel or an old Cape pole, ain't stopping till I find that magic hole. For a 30-pound salmon, I'd sell my soul. Fishing is a mission. Hey! Kena, Alaska, North Platte, Nebraska, Tahoe, Nevada, down to Louisiana, deep sea fishing off the Florida coast. Next to my baby, what I love the most is a riding reel or an old Cape pole, ain't stopping till I find that magic hole. For a 100-pound marlin, I'd sell my soul. Fishing is a mission. From the bank or from the boat, it don't matter if I stand or float. An ice cold beer and I'm good to go. Fishing is a mission. Fishing is the mission. Fishing is the mission. Right on.
out on a date. I thought we'd fire the old boat up and spend the weekend out on the lake. We take the fishing poles and hit the fishing hole. Hey, we used to do it all the time. But when I got to her house, that's when I figured out she had a little something different in mind. And now I'm wishing I was fishing, but I'm waiting on her at the mall. I'm dreaming about reeling in the trout while she's taking her time in the dressing room stall. I've been throwing at the lake down by the dam, but I'm holding lingerie and a purse in my hand. The daylight's burning and the clock is ticking, and I'm wishing I was fishing. We finally left the shopping center about 3 hours too late. That's when she told me about our plans for dinner over at her parents' place. Her dad was grilling out back in his fishing hat, so through the window we just stared. I could see it in his eyes, he was reading my mind, and we were both wishing we weren't there. And now I'm wishing I was fishing, but I'm still at her parents' house, dreaming about reeling in the trout while the girls are watching Oprah on the living room couch. I've been throwing at the lake down by the dam, but I'm stuck in the kitchen washing dishes and pans. The daylight's burning and the clock is ticking, and I'm wishing I was fishing. I was about to lose hope, that's when we ran out of soap, so I gave her dad a lift to the store. I drive there every day, but I must have lost my way. I don't know how we ended up on the lake shore. You might call it luck, but in the back of my truck there sat my fishing gear. So we made up our minds, this must be a sign. Destiny had brought us here. Struggling against our good common sense, we stayed and fished the rest of the day, knowing all along that when we got home, we'd have hell to pay. Now once again I was wishing I was fishing when I pulled into the drive. She was on the front porch pacing back and forth. She said you swore you wouldn't do it just like the last time. I was cleaning the trout when she began to shout. She was talking about throwing my bass out. Her lips were moving, but I wasn't listening. I was wishing I was fishing.